All right, you guys, so really quickly, today you are going to be working on slides 10, 11, and 12 of the Of Mice and Men digital notebook. All three of these slides are related to chapter 3, so do not work on this until chapter 3 is completed. Once you have finished chapter 3, you will come here to work on these 3 slides. The first 2 slides are going to look familiar. They look the same for every chapter. So you're going to give me a bulleted list and quickly jot down the main points of chapter 3. Does not have to include every single detail, just the main ideas or the main things that take place. Again, this is just as much for you as it is for me. So this is for you to come back and be like, oh, what happened in chapter 3? And you should be able to look through this timeline and remember. So a quick timeline, then whatever conflicts take place in this chapter, tell me them here. Sometimes it's just one, sometimes it can be more than one. Whatever conflicts stand out to you, type them in the major conflict box. Again, my reflection, I'm not too worried about this. If you have something to tell me, that's great. If you don't, I will not take points off for not filling this box out, so that's up to you. And then finally, taking one quote from the chapter. It could be any quote that you choose that you think is important, whether it reveals something about a character, reveals something about the plot, etc. You'll put that quote here and tell me why you chose it as being important. So this should look all familiar. Same for this slide, 6 reading questions that you are going to answer based on chapter 3. So you should be able to use the story to answer these and find the answers there. That's pretty straightforward. And then I'll talk to you guys really quickly about the 12 slide. So like I've said in the past, you do not have to give me 1 to 2 paragraphs. That is not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for some complete sentences. It does not have to be in any kind of format. Just a couple sentences. As long as you're answering the question, that's all I really care about. So this says to briefly summarize the chapter, explain why Carlson has shot Candy's dog, persuade your audience about the event. Was it okay for Carlson to shoot Candy's dog? Let me simplify that for you really quickly. So instead of writing a few paragraphs about all of this, all I want you to really do is just in a few complete sentences, tell me why Carlson shot Candy's dog and whether or not you thought it was the right decision. So that's all you're doing here. Telling me why the dog was shot and whether you think that was the right or wrong decision. Just in a couple complete sentences, so nothing too long. And that is all for today. So those 3 slides, using chapter 3 to help guide you, and then you are done. A reminder to not turn this in because we will continue to work on it throughout the entire book unit. So once you've completed those 3 slides, then you are done for today.